We've been working with the Asian Women's Textiles group. They were a group that were already established. They met at Soho House, and part of our remit was to try and actually establish a bit more of a link between what the ladies did and also Soho House in itself. Yeah, I mean, we were really lucky because we came in to a group that was well established already, and also they had a great skills base. So in many ways we were just pushing an open door. I did demonstrations of different processes and techniques, and on the whole they've been reluctant to work outside their comfort zone. But as we had already got them looking at the house as a starting point, which was perhaps a way they wouldn't traditionally work. Well, I think the idea of, in the past I think they've worked on large-scale collaborative pieces, but I think that's been some time ago. I think one of the things that they hadn't done was actually, well, I feel, you know, I'm prepared to hold my hand up and perhaps be misquoted, but I don't think they'd really gone in the house and looked at stuff as a starting point for doing work. In terms of working directly with the women, one of the things it's reminded me of is how I use language, because a lot of them don't have English as a first language, so very often when we're talking and perhaps I'm introducing what the session's about, because we're using an interpreter as well, you know, just that action of having to stop for breath and then let somebody else, you know, and actually think about the words that you're using and making sure that they're accessible. Not as direct. In the past I've worked with deaf students or deaf pupils in school, and that kind of action of having to use an interpreter to pass on, but that's a number of years ago.
For me it was more about like the actual workshops, because community projects is something that I want to move into and do more of, because I do workshops but they're just like in my own studio, and also working with kind of more vulnerable people has been a bit different for me as well, and just learning how to approach them, or you know, try and encourage them to do things and work together. And the couple of weeks when we've been trying to get them to discuss ideas of how to bring it together, trying to get them to just open up a bit more has been quite challenging, I found. Soho House, it's got lots of kind of references that I want to take forward for the commission piece, so that's nice as well.
Well, they meet here anyway.
Oh, okay.
So what happened, there were some weeks that I wasn't able to do, so they carried on with the work with Vanita outside, and in actual fact a couple of them took work home. We've been really lucky.
And staff have been really supportive here as well.
Yeah. You know, and yeah, we've just been, thank you.